You're listening to Careers and Cocktails, career talk with a twist, hosted by expert recruiter Renee Frey. Let's get this party started.
Hey party people, welcome back to Careers and Cocktails. I'm thrilled to be having Anastasia Kraft, the CEO of Xena Workwear, on. She is going to be zooming in with us shortly as she is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But first, we are going to make her favorite cocktail, which is a Brandy Old Fashioned. And the ingredients you need for that are 2 orange slices, 2 Marciano cherries, 3 dashes of bitters, a dash of simple syrup, a dash of 7-Up, and 2 ounces of brandy. So we have our beautiful cocktail glass that we are going to be muddling the ingredients in. So we're going to muddle all the ingredients in except for the brandy and 7-Up. So let's get started. I have these 2 beautiful orange slices I'm throwing in the glass, 2 Marciano cherries, which my daughter is obsessed with those, 3 dashes of bitters, and we are using the Angostura. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Whoops. There we go. And then a dash of simple syrup. And then we will get started muddling. And you just use a muddler and you're basically pressing the ingredients to mash it all in. I'm going to do that. The orange is mixing with the cherry as well as the simple syrup and the bitters. And now we will add everything to this glass. I'm going to transfer everything into our cocktail glass. And then I will add 2 ounces of brandy, and we're using E&J brandy. I'm not a big brandy drinker, so I don't know what the best brandies are. So if you know, drop us a comment and let us know. We're happy to feature it on. And then we're going to top it with a dash of 7-Up. And then, of course, I'm the famous garnisher. We have to garnish it with an orange. So I'm going to just stir it up to make sure the brandy and everything, and I'm just stirring it by hand, but let's give it a taste. That's delicious. I'm not sure if you're aware, but old fashions can be any type of spirit. So what an old fashioned means is spirit, bitters, and sugar. And so those 3 things make a well-balanced old fashioned, and you can play around with it. One of my favorite is tequila old fashioned. And the fun thing about it is you can mix and match the sugars too. Like some people use sugar cubes, you can use simple syrup. So it's really fun. And again, it's one of the menage a trois cocktails that I talk about where it's 3 ingredients. Keep it simple. All right, we're on with Anna shortly. Hey party people, welcome back to Careers and Cocktails. And we are zooming in with Anastasia Kraft, who is the CEO of Xena Workwear. And she's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we are so excited to have you on the show today, Anna. Welcome. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me on the show. As you said, my name is Anastasia Kraft. I go by Anna. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Xena Workwear, and we design and manufacture stylish steel-toed boots for women in STEM and the trades. How I started this company is I worked in manufacturing for many years and was so frustrated with the safety footwear options for women and decided to find a solution that will help women to feel confident and safe.
I love it. And her favorite cocktail, which we mixed up earlier, is a Brandy Old Fashioned. So virtual cheers.
Yes, cheers.
And tell me.
Cheers, Renee.
Tell me, why is this your favorite cocktail?
I discovered this cocktail when I came from Germany to the US for the first time. and we went to swing dancing at beautiful, beautiful locations here in Milwaukee. And this was kind of the go-to that everyone drank. And I fell in love with this drink, and it kind of always reminded me of my first time in the US. And since then, this is my favorite drink.
Awesome. I love it. So tell us a little bit about how you came to the US. Did you know English before? Like, give us a little bit of the career or the cultural transition. I'm curious to know.
Yeah, of course. I actually never planned to come to the US. I was born in Kazakhstan, moved to Germany when I was 10 because my dad had German roots. Grew up in Germany and studied international project engineering, and we had to go abroad to get international experience. And I had so many countries on my list, and the US was one of them. But when I received a few offers, the one in the US was the most interesting one. So I came to Waukesha, Wisconsin for my first internship in quality assurance and EHS, and fell in love with the country, and especially Milwaukee. I love the Midwest, and during that time I met my husband. I was traveling a lot of back and forth finishing my degree, and when I had to make the decision where to move, I decided to come here because I love Milwaukee, and my husband speaks multiple languages, but German is not one of them.
Oh, so funny. I love it.
That's kind of the short version.
So I've been to Germany many times.
Milwaukee has. Where in Germany? Do you remember?
All over. So I've actually traveled the entire countryside because we've been multiple times, except I haven't been to Berlin. So I've been to Dusseldorf, Cologne, Munich.
Don't worry. Nice. Yeah. I'm biased. I'm from the southern part, and I don't like Berlin. So you didn't miss much.
I won't tell anybody. So how did you get the inspiration to leave manufacturing and start your own company and then design a footwear, which I think is phenomenal, what you're doing in the industry for this, the females that work in manufacturing or safety or whatever industry, construction, where you need to have those steel toe boots. Tell me about that.
Yeah. It took a while to make the decision to finally start a business. I worked as I said, in manufacturing for many years. My first internships were all in engineering. Then I transitioned more into a project management role, working with a lot of specialized engineers, helping them develop multi-million-dollar project plans and execute on time. And especially as a project management consultant, I had to dress professionally. And that was always a challenge because after leading a meeting with 5 to 20 engineers, we had to walk out on the shop floor. And I was always the one who had to say, sorry guys, I have to run back to my desk and switch to my clunky, ugly safety shoes. I should have, I'll show pictures later. And yeah, that was always so frustrating. So my options were to either look like a clown with something more professional, a nice blazer or a shirt, and clunky boots, tennis shoes or hiking boots. Or the other option is to dress down, and a lot of women are forced to dress down to match their hiking boots. So it's already difficult enough for women to fit into a male-dominated environment, and if you don't feel your best, it's just an unnecessary barrier that I wanted to solve for myself and other women in the field. So yeah, after a few years working in this industry, I decided to start the business, give it a try, did it part-time in the beginning, and then finally we launched our business in May of 2019, of last year. That was the time when I decided to quit my job and focus on this business entirely.
Congrats. Cheers to that, Anna.
Thank you. Cheers. It's been a wild journey with a lot of ups and downs.
Oh, I can imagine. I'm a fellow business owner. So what can we celebrate for you this week?
This week we started shipping the shoes last week, but this week our new model started arriving at women's homes. So this is our new model. I'll show you the first one.
They look amazing. They look like regular fashion boots.
Yeah, this is our first model, and I just took off mine. That is already worn many times. And this is our new model, and we developed it based on the feedback of women who wanted a slightly lower heel, ankle coverage. It has a nice zipper that will help you get in and out much faster, a nice elastic on this side. So these come in a classic black and a bourbon brown. Super stylish and comfortable.
Very
and
stylish.
a nice almond toe cap. Yeah,
So where can
super excited
people
about.
buy your merchandise from?
On our website, xenaworkwear.com, and they can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Find me on LinkedIn. Anastasia Kraft is my full name. So yeah, the website is Xena with XENA workwear.com.
Awesome.
Well, we're always looking for more feedback, input for future products. We'll continue focusing on women's need and solving one issue at a time.
I love it. Well, cheers to your new product.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So
how about you? I would love to hear what you're celebrating this week.
Oh gosh, we are celebrating so much. We've got new clients coming in the door, so I would probably celebrate that. New clients in 2020.
Nice. Congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you. And I love your mission behind Xena. And you kind of touched on it a little bit. A lot of females that need your products are in a male populated industry. And can you share any frustrations that you had aside from the wear that you faced when you were in manufacturing?
Yeah, there's still a lot of unconscious biases. So you have to, it is very interesting for women to fit into a male-dominated field because there are different topics men discuss. They have a different communication style, so it's not surprising when I started a sentence and a guy just started talking over me. So you have to deal with this, and especially it was a little challenging in the beginning for me as the youngest person on the team and a female leading a team of many seasoned engineers and telling them what to do and guiding them through project planning sessions and giving them guidance. So, but after a while, it's a wonderful environment to work in. I appreciated working with men. Sometimes it's even less drama than working with women. But the first couple weeks can be challenging, or first couple months, because they don't trust you and they don't always think women are as good as men. So you have to deal with those types of issues.
Right. So what kept you going? What kept you going through those obstacles? Obviously, you have a ton of grit, but like for those listeners who are in a male populated field, what types of tips would you have for them to navigate through those situations?
I would say speak up if something happens that you don't like. Be yourself, and sometimes what women do is in order to fit in, they try to dress like a man and talk like a man and walk like a man. This is not a good long-term solution. I would highly recommend to be your true self, be authentic, and just give it time. People will recognize your skill set and you will be successful if you will be your true self instead of trying to fake it. So that's what helped me. I knew, and I had great mentors who worked with me in the beginning, and they said, okay, you just need to show people that what you do shows clear results and can be successful. Implementing a project planning process is not always what engineers like to do. They like to start right away and fix the problem without developing a plan. So it took a lot of time educating people and showing them that this truly works. And as soon as that happened, people were on board.
Great advice. I love it. You were recently recognized, Anna, by Wisconsin Inno as one of the 20 startups to watch in 2020. So you're getting national recognition for your brand and mission. What does that mean to you?
I'm very proud of this. And my team does not get enough credit for it, but it's been hard work for all of us. And I'm incredibly proud that only after a few months after launch, we get national recognition. And everywhere I go, every national conference I go to, if it's SWE, WIM, NAWIC, everyone knows about us. There are always a few women who know about us already. It's very rewarding, and I'm incredibly proud of this.
Congratulations. Cheers to that.
Thank you. Cheers. I have to say that I was very uncomfortable in the beginning seeing my face in a newspaper. It stressed me out so much, but after
Really? Why? Tell us why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, after the launch, as soon as we get published in a few Milwaukee magazines, I did not feel comfortable. Like, oh my God, I'm in the newspaper. It's probably me being an introvert, but I have been accepting so many challenges and was getting out of my comfort zone enough last year that I'm perfectly fine with this now.
Oh, good. Well, and I tell people that once you get out of your comfort zone, that's where the magic happens. And I know a lot of female business owners, and we talk about how as women, and maybe it's cultural in the United States, I have no idea. But like we don't talk about our achievements, and we're not loud and proud, which, I try to celebrate other business owners as well and lift them up because we work so hard. We face so many challenges as even female business owners, and to be able to be profitable companies, for you getting, nationwide recognition, it's incredible. So we should be like, yay,
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. And you brought up a very good point that women need to support each other and lift each other up, because we tend to, every time we are successful, we tend to say, oh, the project was completed successfully because of my great team. And men would usually say, yes, I did a badass job, like I'm a rock star. It's just part of the psychology. I think Lean In is a very good book that talks about some of those interesting points.
Oh yeah, that is a great book, Lean In. Awesome. So tell me, let's go to the flip side. We've talked about your mega success. Tell me about a failure that you had, and how did you overcome that, Anna?
Yeah, there's so many small failures.
I can relate.
And I'm a little, yeah. I think every business owner can relate to this. Like, there's nothing that ever goes smoothly.
Never.
Yeah, one of the biggest failures, I would say, was we decided to launch a product, I think in late October, early November, assuming that we will pass the ESCM testing right away. So I have to get into technical points. So I'll show you this boot.
Yeah, I love the visual.
So
everyone loves visual.
Besides being perfect, besides being impact and compression resistant, having a steel toe cap that protects your feet, we decided to add an additional certification, which is static dissipative, and that certification is needed in chemical industries and chip manufacturing. That means that it will conduct your static charge through the body, through the shoe to the ground, so that you cannot cause a spark when you touch a metal piece. We all have the experience touching a door handle or the car, causing a little spark, and that can be dangerous when you work with highly flammable materials. So we failed the testing for SD initially because we didn't have the right combination. And what we could have done is trying to find someone to blame. But what really helped us going through 3 rounds of tests was being solution oriented instead of focusing on who to blame and saying, you guys did not listen to me. In the end, I have to say, I had the right solution from the beginning. Instead of playing the blaming game, it is helpful to stay solution oriented and not waste your time talking about the failure and try to figure out how we can solve the problem. So it's very important to have that for the team to have this positive thinking and solution oriented approach.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
So if you were able to sit down with your 20-year-old self, what would you say?
I would say not to care too much about what other people think. That could be your family, your friends, your professors. I always try to please everyone, but the reality is that you have to find your own path and have to care less about what other people think, because if you compare yourself to others, you will never be successful. You should try to be a better version of yourself every day. That's kind of my new approach now, and I'm so much happier since I adapted this point of view, and everyone is happier as well. So
I love it.
That's what I would tell to my younger self.
I'm the same.
What would it be for you?
Oh, I always think that if I could tell myself, like, fear doesn't exist, even though you're fearful of something, you just have to be brave and go for it. That's what I would tell my 20-year-old self.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I would tell myself, there's actually another one that has to do with college. So I always wanted to study abroad in college. However, I didn't because I was working full time. I was working 40 hours a week, going to school full time, paying for my own college, paying for everything. My parents didn't help me. They were unable to. And I would have taken out the loans and studied abroad. But, you know, fast forward now, my husband and I have traveled all over the world and we continue to travel. So, you know, I'm seeing the world anyway.
That's wonderful. What's your favorite country? It's probably
oh my gosh.
Question.
I can't just name one. Germany is very high on my list. And do you feel like Wisconsin looks like Germany? The landscape? Like down by us, I feel it does in the St. Croix River Valley.
Possible. I'm from southern Germany, where we had a lot of mountains from the Black Forest, but the kind of the central part of Germany is pretty much flat. So yeah, very similar.
Yeah, I love
a lot
Germany.
Of lakes.
And because I love cars and they make the best cars. Well, I'm a Tesla owner, so but I do love the Audis and the BMWs and all that. But I love the Autobahn.
Yay. How far did you go? Or how fast, I should say.
You know, I can't even remember. I can't remember because the first time we rented a Toyota Corolla, but it was like the Toyota Matrix in America. It was a small hatchback. And when we were on the Autobahn, the cars would pass us so fast, the car would shake. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to die. But then the second time we rented a Citroen C6 or C9, I can't remember, huge car that the suspension raised and lowered. It felt like you were floating, and we made those cars shake. So it was awesome. And that's when we drove down to Neuschwanstein, probably the area. What area are you from?
Oh, yeah. About 3 hours west of that. You were in Bavaria, Neuschwanstein. You were in southern Germany, in like southern Bavaria, probably. And I'm from the Stuttgart area, between Stuttgart and the Black Forest.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
that's been there too.
Close, like 3 hours west of Munich.
Awesome.
Where Mercedes comes from.
Awesome. Yeah, Germany is one of my most favorite countries. We've gone so many times. I want to go back because I want my kids to go too. We were going to take them. We were just overseas with our children. We went to France, Belgium, and the Netherlands, and we wanted to jet over to Germany since we were right there, but we ran out of time.
Yeah, there will always be future opportunities, right?
Exactly. So tell me about some of your goals for your business for 2020.
We plan to release apparel this year. This is what we've
Awesome.
been working on for the last few months, because fixing the safety footwear problem will always be the main focus, but we received so many requests from women to make improvements in workwear as well, and PPE, personal protective equipment. So we will release 1 or 2 functional blazers that will be machine washable, wrinkle resistant. We'll have different pockets for everything that we have to carry. So you have to imagine that women transition constantly from a nice conference room where they might have a large meeting or give a presentation or have client meetings, and then transition to a shop floor that might be dirty and dusty. So they need clothing that is more functional than what we currently have. Something that is between a super fancy business professional blazer and a hiking jacket. So yeah, we're super excited about those blazers that will have also a nice feature for rings and jewelry. In most cases, you're not allowed to wear rings on the shop floor, so they will have a pocket with a hook where you can secure your jewelry. I know so many people who lost their wedding rings already, so we want to, and I was always annoyed when I had to put my ring in a pocket and couldn't find it in a washing machine later. So yeah, functional blazers. We will work on potentially 1 or 2 more footwear models that we're currently deciding on what the priorities should be. And yeah, we want to reach more women. The goal is to get the word out. Too many women have been waiting for a better product that will help them to feel more comfortable and more confident at work. And our goal will be to go to a lot of different conferences and try to reach the women who don't know about us yet.
I love it, Anna. And I love that you thought to that detail of the hook for your jewelry. That's brilliant.
It's just developing the things that I always wanted to have at work. And it's like, oh, where do you put your phone? Where do you put your safety glasses and your earplugs? Like women's clothing in general is not very functional, and we want to change that.
I love it. Well, I love what you're doing, and I'm so grateful to have you on our show. Refresh us again. I know you told us where to find the product and where to find you, but refresh our memory one last time before we wrap up.
Of course. Yeah, you can find our shoes on our website called XenaWorkwear.com. Xena with Xena. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and feel free to contact me in person if you have any questions. Anastasia@XenaWorkwear.com.
Awesome. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, this was fun. Thank you so much.
And for all of you hiring leaders who want to find the best talent, go to careersandcocktails.com to download your free hiring guide. And for all of you job seekers who are frustrated and hate your Mondays, go to the same website to learn where to purchase my book, I Hate Mondays, to help you land a job you love. If you like this video, please be sure to click like, subscribe, and if you're listening on podcasts and iTunes, please drop a review. We'd be forever grateful. Until next time, cheers.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, that's a wrap.